Hello and welcome. In this video, I will take you through some of the main features of the new MG ZSEV Trophy Edition and hopefully try to proactively answer a few questions you may have upon taking delivery of your brand new vehicle. First things first, let's see how we can open the rear boot. Simply go to the back of the car and identify the MG logo. Put your hand up on the upper side of the MG logo and press inwards and upwards. And here we have the boot. There's another compartment down here. Open it and there is additional space along with your charging cable. To close the boot, there is a little section up here. Put your hands in and then push downwards. On the left hand side of the MG logo, there is this little section here. Press inwards and it opens. And then on the top, press this lever and the charging port will just open for you. Here we go. And then just press it in and then close it when you're done. Getting into the interior, on the driver's side, we have the electronically adjustable windows and also down here we have the central locking. So the top one you can lock the car, the below one you can unlock your vehicle. In order to adjust the driver's seat, everything is electronically adjustable. So in order to bring the whole seat forward, press this lever to the right. To push it backwards, press it to the left hand side. In order to move the seat upwards, press this up. In order to move the seat downwards, press this down. For this section of the seat to go down, press this lever on the left, and for it to come forward, press it to the right hand side. Now, in order to open the bonnet, right behind the steering wheel, at the bottom, we have this little lever here. Just press it towards you. In order to adjust the mirrors, we have this little button here. To adjust the right-hand side, push it to the right-hand side, and then you can go upwards, left, down, and right. And same principles applies for the left-hand side mirror. Put it on the L, and then left, down, right, upwards. When you're done, put it back into zero. Let's get into the car. Again, keyless entry vehicle. So in order to start the car up, you just need to have the keys around you and then press your foot onto the brake pedal. And then on the left-hand side behind the steering wheel, we have the start-stop button. Just press that inwards and the car comes alive. To adjust the overall steering wheel, on the left-hand side behind it, there is this lever here. Push it downwards and then adjust the steering wheel to your preferred position and then push it upwards to secure the steering wheel. On the right hand side, we have all the buttons we need in order to navigate through the driver's screen. You have your voice commands and then this asterisk indicates a specific function that you would like the car to do, and you can set it up within the settings of the infotainment system. On the left hand side, we have all the buttons we need in order to work with the main infotainment screen. We have increase volume, decrease volume, next radio station or song, previous radio station or song, mute the overall sound, answer calls, close calls, and then SRC, which allows you to go in between FM, AM, and DAB radio. Behind the steering wheel, on the right hand side, we have the windscreen wipers. Press it upwards once and the windscreen wipers start. To increase the intensity, just simply press it higher up. In order to indicate that you're going to turn to the right hand side, on the left hand side behind the steering wheel, we have this lever. Press it upwards. If you want to indicate that you're going left, press it downwards. Again, behind the steering wheel, we have the cruise control lever. Essentially, you can set it and then increase speed, decrease speed, etc. Moving into the central console, we have our electronic handbrake and also our hill control assist. And then we have the main, rather modern looking gear selection knob, I guess. So we're currently in park. In order to change the gears, you need to have your foot on the brake, and then to go into reverse, simply slightly scroll it to the left hand side. To go into neutral, slightly to the right, and to drive, slightly into the right again. To put it into park, simply put it into neutral and then press in this button. Moving on, we have the mode button here, so let me show you what it does. As you can see, we're in normal now. If I press it upwards, it goes into sport. If I press it downwards, back to normal, and then into eco. Then we have the curse button, which is indicated down there within that little circle. So we're currently using 3. So if I press it downwards, it's going to go down to 2 and 1, and then upwards 2 and 3, which is essentially the amount of curse you use at any point in time. Then we have the little battery button here, which as soon as you press, the screen shows you the battery level, but we're going to talk about that in just a bit. Down here we have a USB port, a USB-C port, and a 12 voltage socket. This car comes with the panoramic sunroof. So in order to open this section, there is this little button here. Press it towards you for it to start opening, and then away from you in order to start closing. In order to open the overall panoramic sunroof, there is this second button here. Press it towards you to start opening the whole thing, and then away from you to start closing it. There we go. Now moving on into the main infotainment system. This is your main screen that you can do everything about the car, and right below it we have the shortcut buttons. Let's start with charging. So on the top left hand side you have your charging information. Here you will be able to see the amount of battery you have and the estimated mileage, and also all the main information you need to know about your battery. Something really good to know is that the only way to stop charging on the new MG ZSEV is to keep having the charging port inside on the car, and then come inside, start the car up, and then press this button to stop charging, and then go outside the car in order to unplug it, essentially. This is the only way you can stop charging this car. Moving on, again with the shortcut, you can press the shortcut to go backwards into the main infotainment system. In the middle, we have the radio function. So when you press, you have the selection of DAB, FM, and AM radio. To go back, again using the shortcut, we can, on the right hand side we have our navigation. So when you click on it, you get into the navigation page, and then if you want to find a new address, simply go into search, and then input your location. I'm just going to put here the location where Luscombe Motors is, and when you're done, simply press a search. It will identify exactly where you want to go, and then press go, and you should be on your way. Now, as you can see here on the left hand side bottom, on the left bottom side, we have the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Let me show you how you can connect. Scroll to the right hand side and go into settings, where on the right hand side you can see here Bluetooth, and then just simply turn on the Bluetooth of the car, and then pair your mobile device to the vehicle, which will then allow you to use these two functionalities, and essentially allows you to put your whole phone onto the car's screen. Another nice feature we have here is a 360 camera, which you can operate from here, or also you can find the 360 camera from the main screen. Just scroll to the right hand side and we have 360 camera. So currently we're in 2D vision. I can see in front of me, and as you can see I have a selection of cameras where I can adjust the angle, and then I can go into 3D mode, which is on this side, this little button here, and now I have a view of a 3D version of the vehicle, and again I can adjust the camera that I want to look at, which is very useful to have in tight spots. In order to connect your car through the MG iSmart application, you need to go into settings, and then on the right hand side, scroll downwards, and you will see this little button which says bind vehicle. Press on it and then press bind vehicle and you will be presented with the MGI Smart. All you need to do is just click on bind the vehicle and then scan the QR code with your mobile device. Here we have AC, air conditioning. So pressing that, we can find the heated seats functions. So simply just press it in if you want them on or off. Then we have our here we have the intensity. So press to the right to increase intensity, press to the left to decrease intensity, or you can just adjust it by using your finger. Scroll to the right to increase, scroll to the left to decrease. And here we have our temperature. Again, just simply click on it once and this little functionality appears, and you can scroll it with your finger to the left hand side to decrease temperature, to the right hand side to increase it. You can select the flow of the air from here, and also you can turn it on or off completely. And last but not least, we have our shortcuts. As I mentioned earlier, here we have the home button, which when you press, we go back to the main screen. You can increase or decrease the volume, which again, you can do from your steering wheel buttons. You can turn on or off the overall air conditioning, increase or decrease the intensity, and increase or decrease temperature. And these are the main features of your brand new MG ZS EV Trophy. I hope you found this video useful and informative. If you have any more questions on how to operate your brand new car, please do not hesitate to call us here at Luscombe, as we're always happy to help. Thank you.